All right, no faffing about. Today we're getting stuck into a proper legend of a book. Peter Lynch, One Up on Wall Street. Morgan, you've probably read it more times than you've had hot dinners, so give it to me straight. Is it still the dog's bollocks, or is it a load of old man wisdom that doesn't cut it in 2024?
Chuckles. Straight for the jugular, I like it. Look, the core idea is simple, isn't it? Ledger's whole thing is that your average geezer, the bloke down the pub, the woman doing her shopping, has a genuine edge over some suit in Canary Wharf.
Right.
Why? Because you see what's good before they do. You're, using the products. You're seeing the cues outside the shop. You're at the coal face.
See, that's the bit that gets my back up straight away. He wrote this in the 80s, mate.
Yeah?
Before the internet was in every pocket. He's banging on about his wife discovering legs pantyhose in a supermarket and that being an edge. My missus ain't finding the next 10-bagger in the fruit and veg aisle at Lidl. She's just complaining about the price at Freddo's.
Oi, but it's the principle, Chris. It's not literally about the bloody pantyhose, is it?
Well,
It's about spotting a real-world trend. Think about it. How many of us were necking Prime or seeing kids go mad for it before the big city boys even knew who Logan Paul was?
okay, yeah.
That's the local edge he's on about. You're the end user. You see it first. All right, I'll give you that. But then he dangles the big juicy carrot, the 10-bagger, a stock that goes up 10 times what you paid.
Yeah?
Every Muppet reads that and thinks they're going to be the next crypto millionaire, but with actual stocks. It's dangerous, that kind of talk.
Right.
It makes people proper reckless.
He does put a guardrail on it, though. He's clear you only need one or two of these in your entire investing life to do well. And he gives you a map to even find them. The 6 categories of stocks, remember? It's not just a free-for-all.
Yeah, I know the list. Slow growers are your massive, boring dinosaurs, paying a dividend but going nowhere fast. Stalwarts, your blue-chip brands, your Coca-Colas, they ain't going to make you rich, but they probably won't go bust.
Right.
And fast growers are the exciting, high-risk ones everyone wants a piece of.
And then the interesting ones, cyclicals, the car companies, the airlines, the ones that go up and down with the economy. He says that's where amateurs get rinsed the most, buying at the peak of the hype. Turnarounds are companies on their knees that might just pull through, a proper gamble. And finally, asset please, companies sitting on hitting gold like property or patents.
It's a solid framework, I'll give him that. It helps you not to treat every stock the same. But let's be real, the headline people take from this book is buy what you know.
Yeah.
And that, on its own, is a recipe for disaster.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Because people do the first bit. They go, oh, I love my new iPhone, I'll buy Apple stock. Or, this gym is always packed, I'll buy the shares. But they forget the second crucial part of Lynch's advice, the actual, boring hard work. The research. They don't do the 2-minute drill.
The 2-minute drill. Now that is a golden nugget. He says if you can't explain to someone in 2 minutes why you own a stock, what the story is, what needs to go right, and what the risks are, then you have no business owning it.
Right.
It's a filter against pure speculation.
Exactly. And 99% of people who quote this book have never done it. They just go, oh, it's a cool brand, my mates like it, and chuck their wages at it.
Yeah.
That's not investing, mate. That's being a fanboy with a trading app.
You're not wrong, but you're focusing on how people misuse the book, not the book itself. What about his advice for finding the perfect stock?
Okay.
It's the total opposite of what people think they should be looking for.
Mate, this is my favorite bit. It's pure gold. He says the perfect stock has a dull, boring name, something like consolidated crap. It does something dull like manufacturing bottle caps, or even better, something that makes people feel a bit grim like waste management or funerals.
He loved the funeral company, didn't he? Service Corporation International. That was one of his biggest ever winners.
Exactly.
It's not glamorous, is it? You know, what you invested in, mate. Oh, burials and cremations. No one wants to talk about it at a dinner party, so Wall Street ignores it.
And that's the whole point. No glamour means no hype and no competition. He also loves companies that have a niche, like a quarry. No one's going to truck rocks 50 miles to compete with you. And companies that are consistently buying back their own shares. He says is the simplest, best way to reward investors.
Yeah?
Better than the CEO spaffing the profits on a shiny new headquarters or a dodgy acquisition.
So, the core ideas are rock solid. Even you admit that. Know what you own, do the research, look for unloved, boring companies with a solid niche. So what's the real problem then?
Well,
Is it genuinely just that the local edge is dead?
I don't think it's dead, but it's a lot smaller now. Information moves at the speed of light. By the time you spot a queue outside a new restaurant, some hedge fund's algorithms already scraped the credit card data and analyzed the footfall from satellite images.
I don't know so, man. The edge has just shifted. It's not in high street retail anymore. It's in your profession. If you're a software developer and you see every firm in your industry is ditching one provider for another, that's your edge. If you're a doctor and you see a new device is genuinely changing patient outcomes, that's your edge. Wall Street analysts reading spreadsheets in an ivory tower aren't seeing that.
Maybe, but the danger is confirmation bias, big time. You like the product, so you only look for the good news. Lynch himself says you have to recheck the story every few months. Are people doing that, or are they just holding on and praying? It leads to what he called the silliest things people say about stocks.
Oh, he absolutely nails all of those. My favorite is, if it's gone down this much, it can't go any lower. He's like, mate, a stock can go to zero. There's no floor. Or the other classic, it's only a £3 stock, what can I lose?
£3. You can lose all £3. It's about the percentage in numpty, not the price. The book is brilliant for killing those stupid emotional thoughts that cost everyone money. When it gets back to what I paid for it, I'll sell. No, if the company's a dud, sell it now.
So it's basically a manual for not being a financial muppet.
That's it. It's a brilliant book. It's got solid bones, but you have to read it properly. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a philosophy, and it requires actual, proper work. He says devote at least an hour a week to research, and that doesn't mean looking at the squiggly line on your app.
And that's the part everyone wants to skip. They want the 10-bagger without doing the homework. They want the Michelin star meal but aren't bothered to cook.
Nail on the head. So my final verdict, it's a must-read, but don't treat it like the Bible. Use the frameworks, do the bloody work, and for the love of God, don't just buy a stock because all your mates have got their logo on a t-shirt.
Well said. It teaches you how to think like a business owner, not a gambler at the races. And that, my friend, is timeless.
Right, spot on. Now here's a question we'd like you to think about. Lynch built his philosophy in a different era. In today's world of instant information, social media hype, and algorithms that see everything, where does the real, local edge for the average investor actually exist? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear it.